Hi, this is Jo and welcome to my Inspired Action Minisode series. These episodes are meant to help you think about your business in a new way and to take inspired action. Join me as I walk around my London neighbourhood and I discuss the most asked questions I get as a business coach. Let's dive in. What does having it all even mean? You know, for years, I thought that having it all meant perfection in all areas of my life. I've drawn out lists about what my health would look like, what my relationships would be, my finances, my business, my self-care, and all of these things. And yet, month after month, year after year, it never quite gets to a point where I can tick all of the boxes simultaneously. It's like if things are going well in my health, then things are a little rocky in the relationship area, and then that improves, and then the finances don't feel so good, and so on. Why is it that we link our self-worth and our achievement to having it all being everything's perfect? Why do things have to be perfect in order for us to be happy? And this is an inquiry that I've been going into so much more deeply recently. The idea of what true success and true achievement does look like to me, and how it should feel for all of us, because we're going through our lives in this fog, in this idea of high expectations, that we have to do everything and achieve everything on the list in order to feel adequate, to feel good enough, to feel happy. Now, we all know that happiness is not attached to external achievement, and yet we've clung to it regardlessly for so many years. How can it be that such bright, intelligent, driven, capable women can hold on to something that's so misaligned? How did I manage to hold on to that for so many years, keeping myself trapped in high expectations and beliefs that only when I've achieved something more am I worthy of that success and of worthy of speaking up and using my true voice? And so as I clarify what my message is to the world, what I want to say to women who've been through exactly the same as me, women who are ready to rise, ready to own their power and to have a message for the world, and yet are held back by the fact that they are linking success to achievements that are still in the future, that they are journeying towards and yet not enjoying the moment, not enjoying being mums with beautiful families, not enjoying having food on their table and sunshine in the sky, all of these things that we know intellectually we should appreciate, and yet we brush them aside, perhaps a quick entry in a journal here or a gratitude moment there, and yet still stuck in resistance, believing that only when we get there are we good enough. And my message here today is you are good enough just as you are. It's okay to want more and still be on the path. It's okay to feel whole and to show up and do what you are called to do in the world, even before you've ticked every box. Isn't it true that living in your authenticity and having fun along the way is something that's felt so far out of reach that it's time to call it back? It's time to say, having fun, feeling joy, living in the moment is my birthright. I am able to do this as soon as I let the other stuff go. It no longer serves you to feel less than because you haven't got more, or to feel judged because you haven't hit a specific target that you have set yourself. Aren't we just the worst taskmasters in our own lives? Don't we set these expectations and these timelines which either set us up to fail or to fail in the sense that we felt so stressed on the journey? That is not a win. Why do you want to get to a place where you might have hit the 6 figures or bought the house or achieved some dream and yet not feel the joy and pleasure in it because you've been so stuck in the striving and the pushing that your life has passed you by? You know, so much of my life is in a fog. I almost can't remember what should be very significant moments. And when I ask myself, why don't you remember that? The answer that my subconscious gives me is that you were so busy looking forward and striving for the next achievement that you didn't take a moment to imprint that success, that joy, that little pleasure in your mind at the time. And so now is our time to rise up in our authenticity as women, high achieving, powerful women who've been playing small, who've been thinking that our success is about something that happens in the future, when the truth is our success happens in the now, over and over, millions and millions of nows. And Being successful in the now means letting go of the external pressure that you have put on yourself. It means being powerful in the now just as you are. You are already whole and you don't need to prove it to anyone, even to yourself. The striving and the pushing has been like a comfort blanket, so you didn't need to be authentically you. You didn't need to show up with that fear of not being good enough or fear of success or fear of failure. But no more. Your true gifts set you free from the struggle and they lift you into your truth and your power. And as your struggle goes, so it is replaced with ease and flow. You are a high-achieving woman who will achieve her goals. But it's up to you whether you do it the hard way or whether you do it in your truth, authenticity, ease and flow. My invitation today is to ask yourself, if I was already in my power, how would I be showing up? Now, as always, have an inspired action day. Take care. Bye now.